Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to do just a quick everyday kind of glowy look using Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer. This one is the Complexion Rescue Luminizing Tinted Moisturizer. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Teresa, I'm 54 years old, and on my channel I do a lot of beauty reviews, comparisons. I like all things makeup. Usually leaning more towards just everyday looks, but I also do some health, lifestyle, so feel free, if you're here, to stop and check around some of my other videos while you're here. About me, my skin is oily, especially through the T-zone. So, and I used to use a lot of foundation, and once in a while I still will, but I really have gotten away from using full face foundation. In fact, I almost never wear it, just routinely. But I have done some videos comparing the powder foundations. I don't even wear those really anymore too much, except for like comparison videos. And once in a while I will wear it. But what I've done more of as I've gotten older is cream-based products and really just kind of spot concealing. And I find that I like that look. I like the skin showing through. I'm not afraid of my skin showing and some of the imperfections. I think less is more as we age, and that's just my philosophy. So, but we're gonna get started. So like I said, we're featuring this product as a tinted moisturizer. So I am going to do one step before this though. Another line of products that I really like. I'll probably do a whole dedicated video to some of this line, which is Covergirl. And this is their Simply Ageless Skin Blurring Serum. I have really been impressed with some of these Covergirl products because I use the primer. I discovered using that primer, the Covergirl primer, Outlast under Bare Minerals powder foundation several years ago. I have a video about it. Really, I feel like helped the staying power for those powder foundations. So you might go back and watch that video if you're interested, if you are wearing powder foundations. So got the blurring serum on, and now we're going to go in, and I'm going to do my spot concealing second. So this says wear all alone over the face or mix in with tinted moisturizer or foundation, even though this is tinted moisturizer. But anyway, this is the Luminizing one. And I don't know if it comes in shades or not. I don't see anything. There is a SPF, if you're interested, of 20. I'm going to focus this on my cheeks. What's left I'll put on the rest of my face, but like I said, I'm going to be oily, so I don't want to see that. So the moisturizer's on. Now it's time to go in with my favorite concealer products. This is what I use instead of putting foundation all over my face. Starting with the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I first heard about this somebody else online somewhere, but I can't get it open. My hands are slimy from the, oh my goodness, there we go. And I ordered it on Amazon. I don't know where else you get it, to be honest, so I've just ordered it from there. I focus it on the inner corner because that is where the dark shadows are, and that's what I'm really trying to conceal. Again, I'm not after, like, I'm not going to coat on a bunch of stuff under my eyes because for me, I just don't like that look. If you want to do that, obviously you do you, but I feel like as I age, it just looks better if I have less under my eye. And to me, that is even at the cost of having wrinkles or circles or whatever showing. So this is really just to brighten things up a little bit. This is nice and creamy. Will it wear off? Probably. Will I still show wrinkles and creases? Yes, all those things, but it's a good starting point. And of all the concealers, I do like this. So focusing it really in here in the inside corner where it gets dark, patting it over top of my eyelid, that serves as like a eyeshadow primer of sorts, and then just patting under the circles, under the eyes, smoothing it out. I will set it with just a teeny bit of powder. We'll do that in just a minute. These stick concealers by Covergirl are my all-time favorite. I use a combination of medium and neutralizer, and I've said this before, if you had to use just one, I'd probably pick neutralizer because it's kind of the equivalent of getting a translucent powder, right? It kind of goes with all skin tones, but especially summer, spring into summer. It's spring right now, and I got some things to cover. I choose medium. I think it matches my skin tone better. I'm going to say right now, my face feels kind of greasy. And I don't know if it's that moisturizer, the tinted moisturizer, but it's my Tarte blending brush, and I grabbed a mirror so I can see better. Ironically, Laura Geller. We're not using Laura Geller today, but so just blending out the concealer. And I think the key here to keep things looking light and natural is to always take a step back. Yes, you want to look up close to make sure things are blended, but to not over conceal or, you know, put too much product on. I think it's good to take a step back and just say, is there anything glaring sticking out that you want concealed? And if so, you can go back in, but let's see, approach. I take and I kind of look around the crevice of the nose, the folds of the nose, make sure that's blended. Okay, if I'm being totally honest right now, I don't like the feel of my skin with that, the Bare Minerals on it. I don't usually put something like that on. It just feels kind of greasy. I don't know if it's the SPF in it or what, but all right, doing my assessment. I have some places, a couple of spots right here that I need to go back in and just conceal a little more, a little bit better. I don't normally, this is going to be unpopular opinion, I don't normally wear a bunch of sunscreen on my face on a daily basis, so I don't know if that's what's thrown me off here. Okay, concealer is done. Now what I'm going to do is, since I'm trying to feature the Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer, I thought I would like go in my T-zone, just set ever so lightly with some of the Original Veil powder. So that is what I'm gonna do. Just tapping off the excess. I'm gonna go in, kind of stipple it on through the T-zone, on the eyelids. They actually make, if you like the Mineral Veil powder, I know I have a, what is it? Like they make a tinted version. I thought about using that, but I obviously am not going to. I just use this one. So if you want a tinted powder to go on top, you could certainly use that as well. But I'm going to go in with some bronzer to warm things up a bit so I don't feel the need, because I do feel kind of chalky right now looking in my mirror. I don't know if it looks that way here. Now I'm going to go in and warm up the face a bit using the Bare Minerals Warmth. I typically don't use this as my bronzer. This particular shade is quite dark, so it would not be for everybody. So I have to use it carefully, but for the sake of trying to be consistent with some Bare Minerals products today, that's what I'm using. So I'm gonna get some in there. I don't know if you can see how dark it is. So I just got to really buff that out. I can make it work. That one got on this side a little too dark. Bring it down. I like to go over. Oh, I got my headband and I forgot to put it on. Hold on. Get my hair out of my face. Okay, it's better. For where the sun naturally hits, I'm going to use a bigger brush here and kind of fluff out some of this. I feel like that got too gloppy dark right there. And then the other product I'm going to use by Bare Minerals today is this Blonzer. It's the Gen Nude brand or Gen Nude line of bronzer. So it's a blush and bronzer in one, and this one is in the shade Kiss of Copper. It's a very shimmery peach color. So I'm going to go in on the top of this warmth that I just did and kind of blend out. All right. The warming up of the skin with the blush and bronzer is done. I'm going to do a very simple eye look today. And I'm going to use, I don't have Bare Minerals eyeshadow. I think maybe I used to, I just don't right now. But I'm going to use their Bare Radiance, which is one of their all over color powders. But this one is just kind of has a, I don't even know what you call it. I mean, I don't know what it looks like in there, but like a nude with a hint of shimmery rose in it, maybe? I don't know if I'm giving it a good description. Yeah, so let me go in. I'm just going to kind of do an all over on the eye. I should probably get my mirror. Hold on. I don't have enough hands. That's the only problem with the Bare Minerals, the regular stuff. It's a mess and it takes some maneuvering. Okay, here's my mirror. So all over eyelid, up above the brow bone. Very subtle eye. You could certainly do more. I'm keeping it simple today. And as I look at my face, I feel like I don't feel like I've done a good job of blending this, like the bronzer. Like I like it to look sun-kissed, but I don't like it to look like I just put bronzer or whatever on the end of my nose. And that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. So I need to fix this. So I'm taking a fluffier brush, getting a little bit of this mineral veil on my powder, on my brush, and I'm just going to blend out. It's a little better, just being particular. And to complete the eye, I'm going to actually use a Laura Geller black eyeliner, her gel eyeliner, just along the lash line, just to kind of accentuate the eyes. So I need to get in here close with my mirror. Eyeliner is on. Going to finish up with some mascara. Right now I'm using Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. Should take the opportunity to tell you I will list all these products that I've used today in the description box below. All right, mascara's on. I've got it all over me, but I got distracted because as I was putting on my mascara, I'm already not impressed with the Tinted Moisturizer. That could be my skin, it probably is, and it could be the fact that I don't typically wear sunscreen and this is a normal thing, but I just feel like it's creasing already, like right here, on the sides of the nose. Not a fan. I mean, I just put this stuff on. So I'm going to get in there with the sides and comb through my eyebrows. I think these came together. This one is, these are the, what are these called? Mineralist Lipgloss-Balm. This one is Enchantment. It's like this white pearly kind of look, which I would put on top of something. I don't think it's going to do anything now. There's that look. And then the other one is called Wonder. Here's the shade. I'm going to try this one out, see how it looks. Probably not the right color for today, but there's that. All right, let me take this out of my hair, wash my hands. I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay, here I am with the finished look. What do you think? I mean, it's a very soft, I guess, luminous look using that Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer or Complexion Rescue, and it was the Luminous or Luminizing. Let me get it up. I'm not, okay, let's try this again. The Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Luminizing Tinted Moisturizer. And while I think it looks okay and I like the overall soft look, this is very everyday and it came together quickly. Like I've said in the video, I'm not a fan of how it feels greasy and already causing some settling and creasing. And again, I don't know if that's the SPF or if it's just the formula in general. So if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts and experiences with it. Honestly, I would probably skip this step moving forward, just stick to my normal stick concealer, spot concealing. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and please check out some of my other videos while you're here as well. And if you liked it, consider subscribing. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.